If you sell on Amazon, what I'm about to show you is going to expose hundreds or thousands of dollars in additional profit, not revenue, but profit per month for your Amazon business. And here we're going to look at a spreadsheet. We all have them. If you run Amazon ads, you for sure have one of these. And it is impossible that you're not going to make more money as a result of watching this video. So stick around and I will show you step by step exactly how to do it. And it looks like a big, crazy document. These things can be intimidating. And personally, I never liked spreadsheets as a student. But then I realized all of the financial secrets are hiding in plain sight here in a spreadsheet like this. So if we do the simple deciphering, if we decode it, if we solve this Rubik's Cube, our reward is thousands more dollars every single month. So we can do more of what we want, spend time with the people that we want, and just all around have a better time. So if you can bear this spreadsheet with me, I will make it worth your while, well worth your while. Okay. And, YouTube is free, but just imagine that you paid, 500 bucks for an hour of our time, which is generally what we charge for a consultation like this. Okay. So this is a spreadsheet and it's a search term report. If you go into Seller Central, into the advertising console, and you go to the reporting section and you export the report out, this is where this will be. I've anonymized the data. It's an actual seller search term report from recently, uh, you know, just 2 weeks ago at the time of recording. But the actual campaign names have been changed to campaign name, the ad group to ad group, whatever. Right. And there's a lot of columns here, but all I really want to focus on is three main characters. That's it. Okay. There's a lot of data in this spreadsheet, but do we need all of it? Absolutely not. To make financial decisions, we do not. There's a few things, and I want to cut through the noise, cut through the BS, and get to the important stuff. There's three main characters you got to know. Number one, customer search term. Number two, spend. Number three, sales. And just to make a point here, I'm going to highlight all these in yellow. What are we talking about? What the heck is this? Well, the customer search term is what actually the customer clicked when we ran our Amazon ad. Okay, that's what we clicked. The target is maybe the target that we inputted, but the target is not always the same as the customer search term. So the customer search term is where it's at. That's true north for the Amazon ads. Okay, second thing is spend. How much did we spend to run those ads? Okay, um, it's a cost per click system. So this is the sum total of all of the clicks that we received on a given advertising for a given customer search term in the time period that this report was exported for. Okay, and then my favorite part, the third main character: how much money do we actually make back? Okay, we spent $59, but we made back in top line revenue 1,813. That is not a bad trade at all. And ACOS, your classic ACOS is simply the byproduct of these two numbers. So your ACOS is your spend divided by your sales. Okay. Largely ignore everything else. Okay. I'll mention a few of these side casts of characters. Okay. And we'll get into it. But these are the three to focus on if you had to focus on anything. Okay. And think of how, so the next question: how do we make money out of the spreadsheet? Think of it in two buckets. The first bucket that we can make money from is to stop stuff that is not working, is to cut wasted ad spend that we're just spending for no good reason. It's just money that we're lighting on fire for no reason. Literally, most sellers are doing the equivalent of this. They are going to the ATM machine. They're withdrawing 500 bucks cash, 1,000 bucks, 10,000 bucks cash. They are withdrawing this money from the ATM, from their bank, Bank of America, Chase, whatever it is. They're withdrawing a stack of cash. They are going to the nearest bridge and they are tossing the cash. You remember that scene from Wolf of Wall Street where he's tossing the dollar bills off his yacht? They're just tossing cash into the air. They're turning around and they're going home. And most people don't even know this is happening, right? So it's like you're sleepwalking and you did that, right? Your significant other's not going to be happy about this. And so I want to fix this right now. So how do we find this Wolf of Wall Street cash that's just being blown? How do we find the money that's being set on fire? We're going to use a few filters. Waking up in 8 hours, not true. We're going to use a few filters. Okay, we are going to filter out. At this point, I'm not interested right now, at least. I'm going to clear this. I'm not interested in terms that made us money. I want to see the terms that did not make us any money. So here I'm going to click OK and just For clarity, I'm also going to filter column N, spend, Z to A, in order from largest to smallest, okay? And here's what we have. Okay, so I now have all of the terms that we ran ads for, and again, these would be actual, real English words with lots of variation between them. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at your report. They're not going to say customer search term. It's just because I anonymize this data. But we're going to have, this term. Say it was, this one. Say for example, this was, vitamin C serum. Say for example, right? So we ran our product for vitamin C serum. The ad got 302 12 impressions. It was only clicked 2 times, so this click-through rate is somewhat low there. But we paid 13 bucks a click, right? Even though we only got clicked twice, we paid 13 bucks a click, which I would believe in the vitamin C serum market. 2 clicks at 13.98 each. We spent 27 bucks and we made no sales. All right. Moving on to the next. That's how you read one line of this report, right? For this next one, we got 57 clicks on it, and 47 cents per click, which is quite a low cost per click. The average on Amazon right now is about 75, 80 cents. Okay. But because we got so many clicks at 47 cents, we ended up spending 26 bucks, did not get anything. So let me ask you here, right? Take this line for example. This is row 430. If our product is normally converting, say, 1 in 10 people, like 10% of shoppers who have a session on the listing who view it, and we've got 57 clicks and no sales, it's time to shut this thing down, right? At 57 clicks, assuming we have a 10% conversion rate, we should have gotten 5.7 sales. But we've got instead 0. Time to shut that thing off. So you can add this as a negative keyword back in the campaign that it came from. And again, you can see that, again, this is anonymized, right? So your campaigns will have their actual campaign names here, but you have campaign name. So you're going to go inside here. You're going to add this customer search term as a negative keyword so that you never advertise for it again. This should have been caught way faster, right? Because statistically, you know, we've lost 57 games out of 57. So the odds of us winning the 58th game are extremely low, especially if this is a product that we know generally converts, 1 in 10 people, for example. If you want to know what the conversion rate on your product is, by the way, go to reports and then business reports in Seller Central, then go to the left and click detail page sales and traffic by child item, and then scroll all the way over to the right, look at the unit session percentage column, and that will be your effective conversion rate on the number of sessions that you have, right? That'll give you a ballpark estimate of what your product generally converts at, so you can make a determination as to whether this customer search term is good or not, whether it's relevant or not, whether it's performing at benchmark with your regular conversion rates, right? Here's another one, 23 clicks. So we struck out 23 times. And again, if we're converting 1 in 10, 1 in 5, whatever our conversion rate might be, this is just terrible. All right, got to cut that out. Got to cut this, 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 got to cut this. And you see, this, I think this report is for 60 days, right? You see this this stuff adds up, right? I'm not going to include this because we only got 2 clicks on it. But if we cut all this stuff, we just are saving 158 bucks every couple months. So we just saved 80 bucks a month right there for a few minutes of work that statistically we know beyond the shadow of a doubt is not working for us. It's statistically proven. We're converting at 10%, and yet we sent 57 people to the listing and didn't work any of those 57 times. It's time to cut it, right? Don't cut search terms if it's at like 10, right? It depends what your conversion rate is, of course, but like give it some time. That's why, I wouldn't judge this too harshly. Okay, we might want to decrease the bid a little bit because we're getting absolutely hammered here. But for the 2 clicks, that's not enough data to really tell whether or not this is going to work long term. Maybe we're just having a bad couple weeks here, right? And so on and so forth. So you can go down the list, and this is stuff that that my team can do for you if you'd like. But you can go down the list, point for point for point and check out the statistically significant search term reports and cut them. And while you may only be cutting to, $10 per search term report per month, you know, $20 per month, all that stuff really adds up. Again, you don't want to be withdrawing cash and then from the ATM and just setting it on fire. That's not good business practice. Okay. So that's the one thing, right, that you can do. That's the one bucket, right? That's where we can make more profit just as a result of cutting stuff that's not working. But let's look at the positive side, the second half of this thing. Right. And before we get into it, I actually wrote you a full book. It's totally free. I'll drop it in the comments. And it's exactly how to do stuff like this, plus dozens more Amazon ad strategies. So just thought I'd put that out there. It's totally free. It took me months and months to write, and it's all of our secrets from spending over 15 million bucks a year on the Amazon ads platform. So I will share that with you as my gift to you. There you go. It's free. It's in the comments. Okay. So, we are here. Let's look at the positive buckets, right? So I'm going to invite back in our friends who made sales. Okay. I'm gonna just get all the search term reports going. Okay. And now I'm going to, because before we filtered by spend, I am now going to filter by sales from Z to A. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, we got ton more potential here. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, um, you can see some absolutely immaculate returns here now that we're sorted by sales, because we just took a look at the bad stuff and we want to cut the bad stuff. Now let's take a look at the good stuff, and the theme is, okay, let's find the good stuff and how can we do more of the same stuff, right? So you see here 243 bucks spent, and you might say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money, but we got 15 grand back. 15,482 cents. I'll take every cent of that. 1.5% ACOs, beautiful, right? So this, and we can see this is a manual keyword, right? Because this account is a bit more sophisticated and it's got a lot going on. We've migrated a lot of the stuff that was working from auto campaigns into manual campaigns, okay? But not all of them. Check out this row. 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 Okay? All of the ones I've highlighted, you'll see under the targeting here, there's an asterisk, which means that there was no target there. That's very strange. The only way for there not to be a target there is if we didn't set a target. And what this means, this is Amazon's kind of code language way of telling us that is that these customer search terms were the result of automatic campaigns, where by definition there's no manual target set, and so there's no target, so there's an asterisk in the place of there being an actual English target there, right? So all of these are opportunities. This really, really worked. Again, we spent 140 bucks, got 12,000 back. 577K, a little bit more, but it got 11,500 back. I'm not one to put down a sub 5% ACOS, right? Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Keep in mind also that this particular seller, they have products with higher price points, like over $100. And so that helps drive down these ACOS numbers. By the way, just by the way, I'm a fan of selling products that are a bit more expensive, and this is why. This is one of the reasons, because the cost per click doesn't scale linearly with the price point. But different story. I digress. Right. And so, but all of these, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, these are all opportunities that show us, okay, the automatic campaign has really caught on to something that's been working really well for us. And so now we can take that theme, that keyword, that product targeting piece of targeting, and we can make it into its manual equivalent. Why would you even want to do that, right? We should always question this. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you take something that's working in the automatic campaign and you move it to a manual campaign, you have more direct control over the bids. You have direct control over exactly the pluralization of it, the spelling of the keyword. You're not just auto going willy nilly anymore. You got, as the name suggests, you got manual, so you got a bit more control over it. You can also more granularly control the bids on just that keyword. So manual is exactly as it sounds. It gives you that manual, hands-on control when you want and need it, right? So that's the other side of the coin. This is the stuff that's working. It's working in auto, and we just want to do more of it. We just want to do better, right? And some of these, um, Some of these customer search terms are going to be ASINs, in which case we can convert these into product targeting campaigns. We can show up on those ASINs deliberately, and we can also do that in a manual sense. So, I know there's a lot to think about here, but those are the two main themes. And again, Amazon ads is in a golden age right now. It's not, the cost per click is still quite low, competition quite low, depending on the niche, and it's not going to stay that way forever. So it is imperative to master this ads platform. Much cheaper than Google and Facebook right now. Get on it. And to help you with that, I wrote you a free book. It's almost like basically a course. It's a mini course, and it'll give you what you need. Specifically, we love helping sellers get from the six-figure range to the high seven-figure range, right? And we absolutely, that's what we specialize in here at Astronex. So go get your free copy of the book. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.